it says silver, so guessing they're all going to be silver. All right, we're gonna kill these nickel rolls tonight. See if anybody shows up, hang out. Kill these nickel rolls, and we're gonna throw some quarters under the microscope for a couple errors. Maybe go through some older nickels that I have in the collection. I guess we'll do this. Let's Why did I lose my... Let's see, does my hit button work? Yeah, it looks like it hurt. Looks like the hit button works. Don't look like there's anything extremely old in this. Before. There's the first 60. $13. $95. $90. $21. $20. $84. I wonder if I can zoom in. Not with my glove on, I guess. $19p. $77. $21. D. $2001. $75. $79. $82. $22. $19. $19.99. 2002. 2022. Yeah, I'm guessing these. Customer rolled. Gonna be pretty hard to snag anything. 10. $72. Ooh, this one might be tough. I don't know, that one's probably going to have to hit the microscope. Not see it. 2000. Let's see what they gave us in a penny. A 2001D. $21. $85. Ooh, there we go. $19.46. P actually. That's a good one for a customer roll. $92. 89. 2022. $12. 2000. 7. 60. Philadelphia. Denver. $80. $22. $85. $85. $99. 02. 90. Not a bad looking 90. Steps are probably gone. Two. And 16. So that wasn't a bad roll. We got a 46 and this 60. Is the 46? No. Where's the 46? That's that. So where's the 60? That was the second roll. First roll. Roll. Second roll. All right. I'm going to see if I can take this glove off and maybe zoom this camera in. What happens if I do it this way? That is perfect. All right, we're going to do it that way. Five more customer rolls. gotta get this glove on a little better. Five. Possible speared buffalo. Possible speared buffalo. I don't see it there, though. Yeah, this is going to make getting through these tonight a lot quicker. $78. There's a 64. There's a 67. Gotta watch my mic. I always end up muting my mic somehow, and I don't watch it. Yeah. Let's start burning through this roll. An 81 almost looks like it might be an old 81P. $99. $96. look like a speared buffalo. Keep muting myself, or I'm too close to the mic or something and it mutes. $23D. $86. $79. $88. I'm averaging about 260s a roll right now. I don't know why my mic is continually why my mic wants to keep muting on me. Boy, 3 2000s in a row. 85. There's a 61. First 3-coin roll. 19. Three more customer rolled. Three more customer rolled rolls to go. Then we get into the bank rolls. One. Ooh, that has seen better days. Only the obverse, though. $84. The ocean view. $65. 76. Good looking 22. Not a single 2009 yet. 84. There we go. There's a better find. 1958D. What we got on a 58D here? 168 million still, so not a another 64. $69. Looks like a D. There's a 64. $78. Down to 2 customer rolls. That roll, what did I get out of that? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 60s and the one 1958. $64. $19.40. $19.40p. Still 176 million, but cool to hit a 40. Beat up 96. Don't see the spear on the buffalo. Close to a 9. $73. Close to a 9. Last customer roll coming right here. And looks like about 10 bankrolled. $64. Ooh. That 83 has seen better days. Good looking 81. Still got some luster, but absolutely no steps. 70. I do not see a speared buffalo there. 65. 61. Was that a 61P? 61D. $72. Speared buffalo. Don't look like it. All right, so that was the last handful of customer rolls. 64. Got that 46. So that was a cool one. Another 60. I think there was a 58 in here somewhere. There it is. 58. 58D. 40 and 58D there. And I think the rest of them were 60s. Nope, forgot about that 40. All right, so there's the 60s. 40, 48, and a 50, or I forget as soon as I say it. A 46, a 40, and a 58 out of those last, I don't know, 8 customer wrap rolls. All right, let's go to the bank rolls. See if we do any better. Dirty one on the end, for sure. So I expect to have the possibility of having a little more variety in the bank rolled. For a second there, I thought that was a 9. $68S. $100 million. I knock this around every time I do that. Almost a 9. Old one or just dirty? 83. Not old enough. $168 out of that first roll. $61. First grab. My pile of nickels here is starting to get out of hand. That's not a bad looking 1980. No steps. Well, there's some steps, but they definitely ain't full. Yeah, I was going to say, that's definitely something on that coin. Buffalo? Nope. Ocean View. 8. Couple more to go for this roll. $89. Looks like a 71 to me. 64. There we go. Now we're back at 60s. Looks like it's 2 in the 60s for that one. Kind of still a good looking 68. Still got a little bit of luster to it. $1,004, 91. Almost a 9. $63. D. 2 coins here that I didn't see. What was that? P? Yeah. Seven more bankrolled. Buffalo does not look speared from that. $64. D. $66. P. $64. P. Well, we got 3 of them in this roll. $1,006 or 4. The ender is a 89. Is that a P? Yeah, that's a P. 64 P. Don't look like the buffalo is speared there. Wow, that one, something took a chunk out of that. That is definitely not a mint error, though. That's just straight up damage. Down to the last couple. Might be an older one. Not much, though. $64. D. 64D, 136 million. $65P. Not a single 2009 or a 2024 yet tonight. Looks like it might have been an ender. So 2 64s out of the last roll. First Canadian. 98. A nice looking 90. Still got a lot of luster. And then we go to a absolute destroyed reverse on the 02. Typical ender. $61 Denver. So we might, looks like that was an ender at some point in its life. Ocean view, no buffalo. I like the buffalo better. I'm a bigger fan of the buffalo reverse on that one. $64 on the last coin of that roll. And And it is a D. '05 Buffalo on the ender. Don't look like there's a spear on it. I think that was the ender. It's a nice one. Still in pretty decent shape. '64 D. '64, another D. D. '74. '81. Don't look like a speared buffalo. Two more rolls of bank rolls to do. And we'll go to the microscope and look for some Oh, I was almost going to say that's an 82 and I was going to throw it in the pile, but it is actually a 62. And it is a D. No. A 1939. Let's just do this to... Yeah, that's a 1939. Looks like a 1939 P. What is the mintage on that? $1939P is got 120 million, but there is a double Monticello mint error associated with that date. It just says double Monticello. I'm guessing maybe it's that the Monticello, word Monticello is doubled. That'll have to go under the microscope for sure, but 1939, so that's definitely probably gonna be the old find of the night. 64 P. And that's what I mean by, you know, I don't expect those years to show up in customer rolled. Just because those are probably found. But you do have a chance at those in bankrolled. That, so like that could be, I think that's after mint damage. I'm almost positive. It is pretty cool though. Yeah, that's all after mint damage on the end of that. That coin there definitely went through a machine or something. I'm gonna save it though. That stuff is cool. Let's keep going. All right, last roll of the night. 64, probably a D. Not in bad shape. 64D. Another 64. D. A lot of luster on that still. $63 P. That is what we pulled out of those rolls for 64s. I don't know. 64s are just my cutoff. So I like to just keep 64s. And that is the nickel of the night. Right there. 1939 P. And that is the pile of probably those last 20 rolls, I guess. Let's look. Let's get everything switched over here. We will look at some quarters under the microscope. See if we can't come up with a mint error. Then we'll call it a night. Let's go. There's kind of the pile. Nothing on the Californias. Coach. Oh, did you read the book he wrote? Yeah, that's the one I was just. I only had about, I don't know, half a dozen that I needed to check. Now I'm on to the 2000. South Carolina's. Looking for the extra branch. But then I also I run the whole coin and look for die chips or die cracks. But usually what I'll end up looking at on streams at night like this, there will be an actual known mint error that we'll be looking for too. But I like to give the coins just a complete once over. Because you never know where you're going to find a die chip for maybe a die crack in addition to the actual known error. Found two the other night that actually are pretty cool. This is... Oh, that's the Wyoming. That's not the one I was talking about. So on the Kansas, on the 2005 Kansas, you're looking for this. It has to be the P, so it has to be the Philadelphia. But you're looking for the In God We Rust, and I actually found two. I was amazed at it, and this one's actually got a really light strike on the O too. But if you look up the particular error, you'll see that the T will just barely be noticeable. So I found that one. And I found a second. And this was probably only had 40 of these or so to look at. There's another great example of it. Have I ever been metal detecting? I am actually buying a detector here probably this month or so. I actually just mentioned it to the wife. tonight. I'm like, there's a couple guns I want to buy and stuff. I want to get the metal detector, and she's like, well, why don't you get the metal detector first? So probably sometime in the next couple days or so, I'll probably be grabbing a detector. So what we're looking for on these South Carolinas is down here at the bird. I'll try to point it out if I can. The actual documented error is right at this foot of the bird. If you find one, there will be what they essentially call the extra branch. It'll be like a die chip or a die crack that runs from this foot across to this other area here. It'll just be kind of a straight line. I don't know, I got about a dozen of them to look for. But like I said, what I like to do is I like to spin the whole point, because you never know where you're going to find like a different die chip or something, or like a die crack. But when I jump on lives like this and look for something, there will be something specific I'm looking for, but we'll also give the coin a complete once over. I kind of go around the outside edge, look at the letters and stuff. And usually just spin around through the middle of it, make sure there ain't a big die chip or something that is worth saving it for. Pretty clean in there. I had just before you came in, I was going through nickel rolls I got from the bank. That is the nickel of the night right there. This old is the problem with the coins that are this old is the fact that if there's any doubling, it typically is worn away. But yeah, before you came in, I was going through nickel rolls that I had gotten from the bank, and this is the nickel of the night for sure. So now it would top the night off if I can get a mint there. Pretty clean there. Actually, I think it's easier for me to actually look at it on my big screen than actually watch the actual screen of the microscope. It's always doing that to me. Was it you and me, Coach, that were talking about double dyeing, true double dyes, and double striking, and the difference between that and stuff? Hey, Kane. Mr. Kane Shaker. What's up? No extra branch there. So I found this last night off stream. It's a 64 Kennedy $half, and it is the true repunched mint mark. You can see the D is clearly doubled. I'm gonna send this into grading. And this coin, I mean, it's definitely in MS condition. I mean, that's for sure. It's going to be in the 60s somewhere. You know, hopefully 66 or better. And if it does, that is the true repunched mint mark. And PCGS has got copies of this coin in high grade going for anywhere between $1,000 and $2,000. But that all hinges on the grade too, so. But probably my that Kennedy half was actually in the collection. So there's a video that I posted yesterday or so where I essentially went through this roll or this tube, and it had 4 64 Kennedy halves, so 90% Kennedys, 2 Franklins from 63, and the rest of this tube was walking Liberties from the mid 40s. So yeah, that Kennedy that has the repunched mint mark was in my grandfather's collection. But he didn't look at things like that. He wasn't that into like checking coins and stuff. He never did that. He basically just saved them. I'm going to start moving on these a little bit quicker, just giving them the spin. Just making sure there's not a die, like a huge die chip or die crack or something that is worth saving, and then looking for that extra branch. Not there. I've got one more stack after these of a different quarter to look for a error. seems like most of the errors, especially the documented errors, most of the documented errors are coming out of Philadelphia. Not there. I don't know if Philadelphia just doesn't quality control their dyes as much, or I mean, I like looking for like true double dyes. But the older the coin is, the more I second guess whether it's a double dye or not, just because of circulation wear. Because a good amount of circulation wear sometimes will kind of make it look sometimes like you're looking at a true double dye. This is a D. I think that extra branch is only on the P's, if I'm not mistaken. What do I got? 2 more of these and then we're on to the other quarter. This is a D too, so probably not going to find the branch on this one. I believe it's only on the Philadelphias. This quarter, better days. One more South Carolina. I might have to refresh my memory as to what we're looking for on the next quarter. Another D, so the one thing I haven't done is I haven't gone through these quarter stacks and separated like the D's from the P's. You know, if an error falls on, you know, particularly the Philadelphia. This is the 2000. My magnifying glass. This is the 19. Lol, I gotta refresh my memory as to what we're looking for on this one. Yeah. So, on the obverse, Washington should possibly have a die chip or something that looks like an earring. So, we'll do the quick both sides. These quarters too, they say these quarters that have the more intricate designs and all this stuff that gets stamped will typically, you will find die chips and die cracks much easier. Or there's a bigger chance of seeing them. And as far as a double dyeing, or finding one that's a double dye, it's harder on brand new coins because there's that glare that happens off the lettering. Or sometimes it'll look like a double dye, or it'll at least look like double striking, and it'll just be the fact that how the light is coming off the lettering. No earring? No earring. I don't think there's anything like really published on like errors on the backside of this lol quarter, but I have seen people on YouTube talk about finding like a dye chip off her hair, the top of her hair and stuff like that. But that's not something that's going to go into one of the actual like the cherry picker's guide or anything like that, probably. Well, they only reprint the cherry picker's guide once every 10 years or so, I think. Looks like I might have a bunch of Denvers in these quarters. If you're still here, Coach, how's this come across on screen? I mean, are you seeing things pretty decently? It looks like damage on her cheek. That's after minting damage. A couple scratches. Looks pretty good. Okay, perfect. Actually, like I said, I'm looking at my big screen, my actual computer screen, to look at the quarter more than looking at the actual screen on the microscope. And I mean, we're looking for things that just truly they're gonna stick out. It'll be like a big dye chip blob or something if we find something that's cool and worth keeping. I have learned though that's part of it is like trying to learn, are you looking at a mint error or are you looking at like just after minting damage? Like circulation damage. a lot of these quarters I have aren't circulated because they are coming out of the collection that I got from him, and he essentially just bought rolls of stuff and then put them away. So most of these quarters, you know, even quarters from 2019 like this, these were not in circulation. They're going to be after I check it everything though, because there's no need for me to keep a lot of this stuff. I have not hit a Philadelphia yet, have I? There's a part of me that thinks that he possibly made purchases directly from the mint too, where like you could buy like a roll of Denver's, or you could buy like a roll of Philadelphia, you know, so that I think that's why some of the collection is actually like I'll get a certain quarter and they'll all be. I don't even remember what year he passed now. I'll have to ask my wife. No earring. It says it'll look like a donut type thing that makes it look like he's got an earring. And like I said, if I remember right, I've seen things about dye chips on the top of her head and stuff. But there's so many different just errors out there and stuff. I mean, you could watch YouTube for months where people like, oh, I found this dye chip. Well, that doesn't mean it's like real prevalent. I'm guessing these last 6 quarters or so are going to be all Denver's. No earring. Another Denver. Some of these, I think, do have circulation on them, though. I don't think all of the stuff that I've been pulling out of the collection has been mint buys that he did. Sometimes, you know, when there's that much detail on some of these quarters too, it's you could blow right by a dye chip and never even know that you looked at it. That's why I kind of like knowing what the documented ones are, because then you have something you're chasing actually. The last one is a P. No earring. If I remember right, I thought there was something I saw once about like her having extra fingers or something, or an extra finger where there's only supposed to be these 4, but there's like a version where there's an extra finger that comes off right down here. All right, that's those. Let me grab one more, just because I'm in the mode of looking now. I'm gonna grab one more stack of quarters, and we'll do one more air hunt before I call it a night. Whatever. I'm at 2 hours and 10 minutes, but we'll do one more stack. Alright, so what is this going to be? Let's switch over. He's got this marked as P. I'm guessing these are not... Oh, these are nickels, actually. I'm going to save that. I'm going to grab quarters. I don't know if these are all the same quarters or... Yes, alright, so... I had these set aside because I know there's an error in these. So, 2007 Washington. What are we going to look at? I gotta see what we're gonna look for. Wrong book. Oh, they have it on. What did I say these were? Washingtons? I don't have anything on Washington quarters. I don't know why I have them set aside. Well, these are obviously a bunch that he bought in uncirculated condition. These look all like P's. That's a D. So he mixed them up, but those definitely have not been in anybody's pocket or in any cash registers, I'll tell you that. I must have had these set aside for some reason. To research that a little bit more. Let me grab another stack and see what we got in there. Alright, well, I know these have got an error on them because it's the famous extra claw bear Alaska quarter. So there's the typical, what it should be. Still hanging out, Coach? You didn't see these were? 2008. In the guide. Don't make any sense. Actually, I don't think they're in either book. That tells me that it was found after those books were published. We better do it right and spin it around. Make sure we ain't missing anything that we're actually not looking for. Not gonna go real slow. Back. Let me look quick. Looks like extra clause could be on P or D's, so we're just going to look at the clause quick. So the way I understand it is we should be looking for a sixth clause, something that kind of looks like a sixth. And I'm just going to do that. I'll check the rest of them with stuff later, off stream or something. Let's just check clause. So like the good ones, you can tell it should be 5, and if we hit one, we should have something that looks just kind of odd. These are all extremely uncirculated too, for the most part. The nice thing about these is they don't have circulation wear on them, so if we get the extra claw, we're going to know it. Started keeping Nebraska because I've started keeping pre-82 copper pennies. No. I would definitely keep doing that. I mean, copper's only at like $4.80 something a pound, but so that's just the copper pennies that I haven't gone through yet. You know, I know they're all copper, but I just don't know what years they are. My grandfather started that bucket, and all I really know about it is that they're all pre-82s. I do kind of know that they're not any wheat pennies, because he separated those out, and I've been going through those kind of separately. I mean, if you want, you know, like I said, it's only $4 something a pound right now, but people think it's going to go up. I think I got another stack of these Alaskas. Yeah, I got a ton of these. Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's why he did it, but most definitely he did. I got a ton of these. I probably got... We'll get through all these and then I'll call it a stream, but I bet you I got 50 of these quarters to look at yet. Like to find one or two extra claws. Yeah, I can't remember what year he was born and stuff. Yeah, come on. What's our chances? I mean, I really didn't think I was gonna find the that In God We Rust point, and I really didn't think I was gonna find two of them. A little bit of goofiness going on the paw, but I don't think it's not our extra claw. Anybody else streaming tonight, Coach? On the magic side of things? For as many of these as I have, I would assume I can find them. Maybe I can. It might be a harder find than some of the other ones. That is obviously not a grizzly bear. I'm going to have to get another cup of coffee here pretty quick. I will get through these Alaskas and then call it a night. Alright, I think I have one more stack of them. I definitely have to clean up my desk, though. I don't know how many dollars and nickels is piled up there. Try to adjust this a little bit here. I don't know, probably another 25 or 30 of these, and I don't know, it's not looking too good that we're going to come across. I haven't hit one yet. A little bit of damage. I haven't been looking to see if these are mostly P's or D's or... Let's look quick. Yeah, that site doesn't tell me which one particularly has the error. Come on. I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen. Of course, I'm going to have to go through all these again and recheck them for any other type of die chips or cracks. I just wanted to get through the claw check as quick as we could, I guess. The other big one that's kind of like well known like this one is the extra leaf, the high-low leaf of the Wisconsin one on the piece of corn. I've never found that. About a half a dozen left. I'm gonna say we ain't gonna hit it. Two after this one. And I think this is it. I did not see a single one in any of those. It looked like there was a doubled claw. I'll check for other things later on those. Yeah, thanks, Coach. If there's anybody else streaming tonight, like in the Magic area or something, I may be in somebody's stream. Thanks for hanging out, Coach. Always nice to have somebody to talk to, and as I'm sitting here chasing things. figure out what I want to do next. Go get some more bank rolls and stuff. And still got a lot to go through in the collection, though. Here's an example of it. I don't know. I mean, here's a whole tube. $48 on the top. $58. I have not seen any of these nickels yet. Another $48. So this will probably be a go through on one of the next streams. $57. I'll have to see what errors are out there for some of these. What's that, a 46? He's got this labeled as 47 through 48, so obviously that's not right, but so that's a tube I have not dove into yet. He's got 52 to 54 written on this. Let's just take a look at the first couple. That looks like a 56. That's a 52. Philadelphia. $53. I think once I get into the safe a little bit more, I do believe there is maybe not a full tube, but at least to some extent, there is a tube of silver war nickels. 56. Let's take a look at this other tube here that's half full. I don't know if anybody's still hanging out right now, but this is stuff that at some point will be searched. Can't even tell what he's got written on this. I don't know, that looks like 1939 or 37. No, that's a 50. Nope, that's a good shape 39. These all 1930s? Go back over to the... Maybe this tube is all 30. $39. Some of these might actually be worth grading. That's a 39. That's a wore down 39. Alright, now I'm curious, so now the stream's going longer. I think these might all be 39. Obviously different. Yeah, this whole tube is 39s. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to even look at them any longer. Every single one I pick up is a 1939. Just seeing if there's a different mint mark. Looks like a lot of them are probably going to be Philadelphia's. But that whole tube is 39, so... Well, that's coming at some extent. Let's look at what the mintages are on a 39 nickel. You still hanging, Coach? Or am I by myself now? What is the mintage? 39 nickel. So 39 is the second year of the Jefferson nickel. Yeah, 39Ps. 39Ps are 120 million, so they're not low mintage, but still kind of cool to have. If I find a 39D, holy smokes, we should probably look. A 39D is 3 million. That would be a heck of a find. Let's see. Well, now I'm into a whole new thing here. It's about a half a tube. So let's run these and see if we can come across the D. Even an S is 6 million. My assumption, I'm guessing these are all going to be P. See, Coach, I don't know if you're still here or not, but I mean, this is the collection that I have to just kind of wade through and see what is actually in it. And a lot of it I am keeping. $39P has a double. Well, I think that 39 I got out of the bankrolls tonight was a P, actually. I don't know. That might be it. That may be a D or a. No, that is a P. We're looking for the P. Now I'm starting to confuse myself. Where are all these 39s? I'm guessing just with how low that mintage is, we ain't going to see anything but Philadelphia. Looking like they're all gonna be P. I think he might have actually written on this too. Oh yeah, it's written on there. Unless he made a mistake, these are all gonna be P's. Not to say there ain't something in the safe, which is gonna be a whole tube of D's. All right. 4 or 5 more coins, and then I'm calling it a night. Probably do something tomorrow during the day, maybe even in the morning. Maybe we'll do some coffee and go over some stuff. I don't know if anybody's still here. Whole tube of 1939 Ps. Cool to have that many 1939s, I guess. Okay, I think that's it. I don't know if anybody's still hanging out. I am getting on out of here. I'm going to go get another cup of coffee, see who else is maybe hanging out on YouTube in a live. Clean up the mess I got here. I got about $50 worth of nickels to get off my desk. Thanks to anybody who is still here. Coach for sure. Cane Shaker stopped in. Nebraska because. D. Lawson was here at the very beginning. Thanks, Coach. We'll talk to you guys later. Like I said, maybe tomorrow I do something. I don't know. Probably get on tomorrow and go through something. I'm getting close to getting to the point where I've got a lot of like the quarters already done, and they just have to. I think I've got 2 different sets of quarters, but start looking at a lot of nickels and stuff now. So, alrighty, we'll talk to you later, Coach. Thanks for hanging out, as always.